Honestly, overall, the game itself was pretty. From like just watching it as a spectator,
Yeah.
it sucked. I mean, it was just devoid of any confidence. You could tell it was two teams that are not really playing that well in terms of confidence.
Yeah.
They're not really in a good vein of form, so it wasn't free flowing. I'd say we've had Manchester derbies that have been more engaging than this.
Yeah.
Where we have actually shown up, and I don't know. It was really just disappointing because again, I'd say this was the one of those derbies where we as United fans were just like, okay, let's go for it. Let's do it. Let's Turkey's out, Marmoush is out. They're quite vulnerable at the moment. Once again, you don't know what you're gonna expect.
Yeah.
Let's go at them, and usually for big games, United always show up, or they at least give something. And this time, this you know what this felt like? This felt like all the times that City would come to Old Trafford, and it would be like those boring games. They'd just beat us 2-0.
Yeah.
Barely take their foot off the gas, and you're just like trying to rummage through. We've had better games at the Etihad compared to Old Trafford, but this one felt like those games where it's just like men amongst boys.
Yeah.
And you just think to yourself, the Arsenal game, okay, promise, but we lost.
Yeah.
Fulham, first 15 minutes, but, couldn't stick to it.
Yeah.
Burnley, first half was all time,
Yeah.
and then this. I don't know. What I'm confused, that's the thing now, because it's the thing of like, again, these players, we know that some of them should not be here.
Yeah.
We know that some of these players should not be playing regular football, but this is the situation, and even with that, you would think that at least like give yourself a good performance against the least impressive City team in the past 5 years.
I'd say first, just to put it out there, man, it's a derby.
Mm-hmm.
Really, as Rocky always says, you want to see the grit, you want to see the fight, you want to see, you want to see intensity.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I feel like this is one of those games. The Arsenal game and this one just shows you that Champions League level and where United are at right now, there's a gap.
Very different, yeah.
We're trying to get there.
Well, I know we're trying to get, we're on our way there, yeah.
And
or at least trying to.
These are some of the games that we should expect right now for Man United. We're like, perform well, and then as the game goes on, like we get lost, fall back into the same traps, not tracking men into the box, poor marking and all that. But just to speak on the game, first half it was bright, but as always, the pass didn't connect. The final ball was lacking.
The 1-2s are not really.
The 1-2s are not really working. City were vulnerable. They played a high line. We didn't capitalize of that.
Not enough, no.
I think our team sort of lacked pace, and our wing backs in this game, which should be like sort of like the trump card in the system.
I think again, Patrick Dogu, I think he had the most shots or most touches in the box than any player on the pitch that day. I think Erling Haaland was second with 9. And you're just thinking, a player, again, Patrick Dogu, you can tell that there's a lot there that you can work with, but he's still very raw. He's unpolished. And unfortunately, those are the moments where you kind of just wish a lot more of a clinical player at the end of those chances.
Yeah.
Maybe, you're working with something, but it's unfortunate because, again, I'd say the players that came out of here saying, I saw you try to do something, was Brandon Bremo.
Yeah.
Just to show the quality that he has. And I think he will come good. But other than that, unfortunately, it just didn't work. And I think, again, the fact that playing that midfield too, you could feel at certain points, as you said, the first couple of minutes looked bright. But after a while, I think especially when City scored, they started to be confident. They're playing with the ball amongst each other. They're doing 1-2s. They're finding each other on switch balls.
Yeah.
And we can't breathe. We can't even United couldn't even string 4 passes.
Yeah.
And City already, they get the ball. They're passing around each other, and we're just we're losing our heads. We can't even get a grasp of the game. And at that point, you're just saying that no, games because once again, this team, they still have fundamentals of knowing how to play good possession football.
Yeah.
And controlling the game at the pace they want to. Yes, the other when you give them the chaos, that's when they struggle.
Yeah.
And we didn't do that for them. We didn't give them anything to think about. Gianluigi Donnarumma had a pretty excellent debut because he didn't have much to do.
No.
Besides a few chances here or there, and just punching the ball away at certain crucial moments. We didn't give them a reason to kind of be to sweat. We made Jeremy Doku look like freaking prime Ronaldinho.
And Reinders didn't have his best game, but they still dominated.
In
midfield.
Yeah, they did. And I don't know. The conversation now is about what Amorim is. Should he stay? Should he go? And I know you're someone who said that maybe you were having the wrong conversation. You reckon?
I think it's a quality issue, bro.
Okay.
If we look at
personnel,
City, they have the best striker, one of the best strikers in the world.
Okay.
The current Ballon d'Or winner, who didn't look like a Ballon d'Or winner.
I think he's working. He's working. Yeah.
Phil Foden, England's one of England's brightest talents.
Upcoming star, yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm saying like brightest talents.
I know.
PFA player of the year.
Yeah. He's an upcoming player.
Upcoming player who has kids, family, full grown man. 7 years in the Prem. Jeremy Doku, who on his day, we know what he can do. We know what he can do, but it's just that most of the time he's in the Nani bracket.
When he's on it, he looks like near unplayable. He looks literally like the best. Yeah.
Bernardo Silva, even though
he has had a downturn. From a quality standpoint, technically he was excellent. He's
still good. Ruben Diaz, one of the best defenders in the league. Vadio, one of the best young defenders in the world. Gianluigi Donnarumma, literally the Yashin Trophy winner. He's gonna get that probably next week. Then Kusanov, O'Reilly, this is a player that they're trying to integrate.
Yeah.
At United, Bain.
Yeah. I look at my goalkeeper and I sigh. I'm just like, that's...
Look, sure, he's been here for a while. I feel like it's a quality issue.
Yeah.
Like we have one of the best young managers in the game right now.
That's true.
But the personnel that he has to work with,
it's not really that great.
It's not where United has. I know, yes, the manager has to improve the players, but what more can he do that Van Gaal, Mourinho, Ole can do? Yes, why is he bringing on Harry Maguire? Lenioro's having a bad game. He's a young player. Take him out of that situation.
You can tell that, again, Lenioro's he hasn't put a foot wrong.
Yeah.
Like, this was just a game where certain moments he's stepping up and probably should have set back. He's getting caught out. Unfortunately, it was just those games where just like something needed to be changed. You kind of need to protect your players in those types of instances.
But who's on the bench?
Yeah, I think that's another thing where I was sitting with a friend.
Yeah.
We were watching the game and I was like, this is literally like, there's nothing else here. This is not even the kitchen sink. This is the kitchen itself.
Yeah.
This is everything. If this lineup doesn't work, who are we looking towards? Joshua Zirkzee? To the point where towards the end of the game, I'm just, when Harry Maguire came on, I'm sarcastically clapping saying we have a chance now. Because that's literally how it looks. But I can say again, credit Kobe Mainu come on.
Yeah.
Looked like the calmest person in the room in a very situation where the game was kind of our heads were already down.
He needed that, bro.
And I think it's a very unfortunate situation, but he also just needs to have those moments where I come on, I give you everything. Like, even though I didn't do much, you do the clean things properly, because I think maybe that's what you need. Because too many times I'm looking at players, they're doing the simple stuff badly. They're not able to. You were saying again against Fulham, we can't string passes together. We can't control games.
The game, yeah.
And that's very frustrating. And I think, again, it's unfortunate you have players like Ahmad who, last year was like behind Bruno, one of the best players before his injury. And he looks like, again, someone who's playing within themselves. They're not playing confident. They're not playing like someone who has that freedom. And I don't know, again, I need to ask. Obviously, Amorim is very much under pressure. The spotlight's on him. For you, are you still saying that he still is the guy? Give him the time that he needs.
I don't think he's under any pressure at all, bro.
Obviously, yeah, true. So him saying in the press conference after this, I'm not changing.
As he should, bro.
So you said that he's also... let me just say this.
Yeah.
As someone who's also said a manager needs to learn how to adapt.
Yeah.
You've also said that, the fact that you rate Carlo Ancelotti as one of the best of all time because of his ability to adapt to the situations that he has. I'm not playing, you know what I mean? So for you, take that into consideration, a thought that you've had, and also with this. How are you looking at it then?
But adapt how, though?
Okay.
Look at what he's working with, bro. Carlo Ancelotti had to adapt because he's always had one of the world's best players at his disposal.
So I think Amorim is not at that situation.
He's not at that situation, and I think the club recognized that. Yes, we spent 250 million. It's a lot of money, but it's only Mbuemo, Cunha, Sesko, Lamens.
Yeah.
It's only 4 players in a squad of plus 20 players. There's a lot of other players who have been here and have been underperforming.
We're not going to solve it in one window, But also, when you see, okay, do you think it's fair when people are saying managers like Thomas Frank got to their club literally last month and they're already playing well, or is it just a different situation altogether?
I think it's a different situation.
Okay. No, I get you.
And also, at Spurs, if they were having this type of run, no one would be saying anything. It's a different situation here at United.
Because it's a different level. I understand. No, fair enough.
Yeah.
And I think again, Amorim's record, unfortunately, in football, the currency is results.
Yeah.
And results, he's low on currency right now. And even though we know nothing's going to happen to him, you need to start seeing results, especially in games like this. At least, give something.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I feel like these are the games. I'm happy that we didn't lose against Fulham or Burnley.
Okay, fair enough.
But I can take a loss against Arsenal and City right now with the current players that we have.
Fair enough. I think that's also a lot of being self-aware as well.
Yeah.
The fact that they still are they've won the Premier League 5 times in 6 years. So,
yeah,
true. No, fair enough. All right. No,
honest. I saw something different from Pep, bro.
Okay.
Honestly, and I hate that this is something that teams do against us. Like, let them have the ball. We saw Pep say, let them have the ball.
Yeah. He was. I think again, Pep is showing. I think maybe he's also learning that I've had my fun in the sun. My fun in the sun. I've dominated. I've destroyed English football. Everyone wants to play like me. Now to the point where everyone's figured me out. Now just now you gotta get creative. Now you gotta get a little more loose with your principles. Be a bit more understanding that I have more mavericks on my team now.
Yeah.
I have more players who are a bit more expressive. Let's just change the way we play. Let's give teams. And I think again, when you are the ones having the ball against them, and they're just let's just make sure that we cover all our bases, even if we're man marking or just zonal pressing. That at the end of the day, it works. It works, and I think it bodes well for players like the Erling Haalands who are able to run into space and transition again. That he destroyed us. Because most of the time, Haaland, when we played against him, besides that 6-3 at the Etihad last time, he's had anonymous games against us most of the time.
Yeah.
But when he's able to kind of get into the game, feel the game, he destroys us. And I mean, he was just excellent.
Yeah.
He was really. He looks like he's fit again. He looks like he has that.
He scored 5 goals in the international break
in
one game.
True.
I feel like right now, him and Mbappe is as the most informed players in Europe. And I just wanted to note something's changed in that city. Could see they enjoyed having that presence in goal, a shot stopper, because every save that they made.
Yeah, it was a lot more comfortable.
Yeah.
I think it's a very different. Having someone like Edison who, was on the ball, excellent.
Yeah.
Even as a shot stopper, quite great on his day. But, this is different. This really just feels like, and I think, again, having a winner like him will bode very well for the team as well. You have to feel for James Trafford, though. That's like a tough move. I don't know.
It is. And in this age, back then, we could forgive it like, okay, goalkeepers or usually get to their prime at 27. But these days, young goalkeepers do get chances.
They get opportunities, it's true.
So, I think he might be looking at another loan move if not.
Yeah. But no, otherwise, I think we've said all that we need to say. Our therapy session is over.
Yeah.
And next game is Chelsea. Next game for Man City is Arsenal. That's going to be fun.
I think the Arsenal City game there. I don't know. I feel like Arsenal have the upper hand at this current moment.
Yeah, fair enough.
Chelsea United, it's at home.
Yeah, Old Trafford.
A draw at best, bro.
Yeah, I think especially those teams, we know that most of the time that's the shortest bet you'll ever get against those two teams. But we will be there to cover those games. We just wanted to share our thoughts on the derby. What are you guys thinking? Do you think Amorim needs the time? He needs the leeway, or are you done with him? Is Pep starting to figure things out again? Please let us know what you guys think. Let us know your comments, your thoughts. We appreciate it very much. But for myself, I'm VJ here. No foul plays today. Stay tuned in.
Let's go.